Everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to yet another video, and I am here, I am sat down, and it is time, as it is the summer, to review the past season, but also to review the upcoming transfer window, which technically is now open, and Bristol City have been rather busy with already 3 new additions coming into the first team squad. So, we'll talk about those 3 additions. We'll talk about the one confirmed departure from the football club as well. First confirmed deal by the football club was Rob Dickey from QPR on a permanent deal and for undisclosed terms, but we think it's not for the same money QPR paid for Dickey when they bought him from Oxford. Dickey has partnered with Rob Atkinson previously and played with Rob Atkinson previously at Oxford, and seemingly looks like a very promising defender. He's had an absolutely shocking year with QPR and his confidence has been shot, but he's proven over his duration in the EFL and especially his time at Oxford, he's a really promising defender and he's a ball-playing centre-back, so I think there's kind of indication that City do want to be a ball progressive team, and I think he would partner very well along with a Zach Viner or maybe a Thomas Callas if he stays. So I think this is a really good deal, especially on the cheap as well. I think Rob Dickey is a really smart addition, and in an area where we've needed depth, I think he adds a crucial depth. So I think Rob Dickey is a massive thumbs up from me, because that is a great piece of business. Probably won't start every game, has that odd mistake in him because of his play style, because of his there is a certain risk attached to him when he does play, and that's fine by me. I think we've had that with Naismith last year, where he was good and comfortable on the ball most of the time, but not often, 1 in 5 times he'd make that mistake, which would possibly lead to a goal. We can deal with that, and I think that's fine. So I think Rob Dickey is going to be a good signing, especially on the cheap as well. So that's a massive thumbs up from me. The second deal that was confirmed by the football club was Ross McCrory from Aberdeen, who joins on a 3-year deal from the Scottish club. He's a right back. He can play at right wing back. He can play in centre midfield, and if needed, he can also play at centre back. So he's a very versatile, useful utility player, which will add a lot to Nigel Pearson's squad. And he can almost play in areas if we have an injury crisis and we lack depth there, he can fill that in, especially at centre back. So on the face of it seems like a pretty smart pickup. One sticking point I do have though is the price, and it seems like we've paid £2 million for him, or murmurings anyway. We've paid £2 million for him plus add-ons, which seems quite steep, especially for a club that's had financial troubles in the past couple of years and is not in receipt of parachute payments. This seems a bit of a risk. There is a risk attached to this, and he's not exactly 21, 22, where you could possibly get away with having a resale value in 2 years' time. So this seems a bit of a risk. Also kind of shows the City's ambition and Nigel Pearson's ambition, because this season is the climax really for Pearson, because this is last year of his deal. So wants to really push and see where we can go. And this signing is a statement. Well, he's really highly rated by Aberdeen fans. Had a bit of a poor start to the season, but really towards the back end of it was absolutely outstanding, playing at right wing back, captaining the side as well, and leading them ultimately to a European qualification, which would, I suppose, have bumped up the price a little bit more. But the fact that Nigel Pearson has now gone and spent the money, or is willing to spend that money, and is an acceptance of it and approvance of it, shows that he highly rates Ross McCrory too, so wants him desperately. So I trust the Pearson run transfer strategy, Pearson and Tinian that is. So I feel like that's a pretty good pickup. But the price is a bit of a concern. If though we can get away with it, I think this is a very good pickup. Very good pickup. So Ross McCrory, again, gets a thumbs up from me too. So far, 3 deals have been announced by City. The third one is Hayden Roberts, who joined on a free transfer from Brighton and Hove Albion. He was reportedly earning $42,000 a week at Brighton. I don't think he's going to be earning that at City, just to put that out there. He is a left back. He can play centre back, so again, versatile utility player. He spent last season on loan at Derby County. Again, had a bit of a poor start, didn't really impress Liam Rossini and Paul Warne, but played consistently towards the back end of it and really grew into the season and was really good at left back. The thing is, I've mentioned he can play at left back and he can play at centre back. I think he's better off playing at left centre back, though, because his crossing, from what I've heard from Derby fans, is quite poor for a left back who we know will want to be going forward for in a Pearson side and be attackingly good and just dynamic. So I don't think Campring's place is in doubt. I think this is just another signing to bolster that centre-back options, which we had a lot of trouble with last year. So I think this is, again, a good pickup on a free transfer, really highly rated in the EFL last year in League One, which is realistically where we should be shopping. And yeah, I think when Paul Warne comes out and expresses his disappointment at not signing someone, I think that's a pretty good barometer for how good the player is. So yes, I'm happy with this. Again, we've also had to pay no compensation to Brighton because of the fact that we've signed him before the transfer window actually opened. So again, City acting smart and acting quickly in the transfer window has helped us on this occasion. So again, I think it's a very good deal. Adds more options to our centre-back roster, and generally feel like this is a very good start to the window. So those 3 players, Dickey, Ross McCrory and Hayden Roberts, 3 players who bolster our centre-back and our general defensive options, feel like we've covered the required additions needed for the defensive positions in this window. So now we should be moving on to midfield and potentially even forward areas. So those are 3 additions that you've made so far in this window. And I feel like in terms of replacing people who've gone out, one person's gone out, and that's Jada Silva. I feel like that's quite a good start to the window, because we've acted early, we've not made any horrifically rash, panicky decisions yet. And feel like this is a really good start to the window, because we've made 3 signings who are all rather highly rated. Hayden Roberts and Rob Dickey, especially in England. Ross McCrory in Scotland, really highly rated. And I feel like these are smart pickups. Almost all of them. Rob Dickey is a bit of a unique case in that matter. Can play in several positions. So feel like this is a very good start to window. And yeah, I feel like I'm quite quietly optimistic about how City can go about their business for the rest of the window too. In a video soon, I will be talking about City's potential new incomings, i.e. a certain Derby County midfielder that's been linked quite heavily as well. Until then, thank you guys very much for watching. Hit the like if you haven't already. Subscribe to the Jobs Talk YouTube channel for more Bristol City content. And yes, keep safe, catch you all later, and have a very good summer.